Hello, everyone. Welcome into the PokerGO studio on the Las Vegas Strip. Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hanks. Really cool event coming your way in just a minute. The PokerGO President, the Poker Hall of Famer, Mori Eskandani, sitting down with the governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, about Pennsylvania joining the multi-state internet gaming agreement. Brent, share liquidity, just great for growing the game.
It's amazing. Yeah. And listen, man, I don't really care for the Eagles.
No, you don't.
Certainly do not care for the Steelers.
No, you don't.
The Nittany Lions, however. And we are all in support of Pennsylvania getting behind poker and making this thing mainstream.
So today we're all Pennsylvania fans.
All Pennsylvania fans.
And with that, we turn it over to Mori Eskandani, the president of PokerGO, who earlier spoke with the governor of the great state of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro.
Hey, Mori.
Governor, what an honor. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Doing a lot better now that I know an official like you is advocating for poker. This is truly amazing. It's a dream come true, sir.
Absolutely. No, I think it's a big deal. I'm excited about it and happy to talk to you today.
Well, pleasure is all mine. And I mean, the fact that you are the highest ranking official that I know, all my years in poker, that's supporting us, we're so grateful. And what made this the right time for Pennsylvania to join the multi-state and the gaming?
Well, first off, Maury, it's really cool for me to be with you. I love your background, by the way. It looks great. I'll just say what made me want to do it is I think it's common sense. There's a bunch of folks like you out there, including 150,000 people right here in my state, in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, who love to play poker online. And I think they should be able to play poker online, not just with people from Pennsylvania, but they should be able to reach out and do it with people from other states, not have to wait as long for a game, and have games that are more vibrant, more competitive, and where they get to compete against more people kind of at their level. So I just think it's common sense. It's smart. And I know you probably don't care about this, but it's good for the Commonwealth taxpayers as well. So I think it's a win-win all around.
Oh, I care more than you can possibly imagine. I've often wondered, a game that's been around for some 1,000 years and came to the United States in the 1800s, just like everything else that comes here, was raised to new heights. So many different variety of games that were added here, all the creativity, everything, being played in 70 countries. And it's not legal in birthplace of Texas.
I know.
I mean, legal in 8 states or so, but it's not just, like, what is it going to take for everyone to take your lead?
Yeah. Look, I'm a big believer in giving people the freedom to do the kinds of things they want to do, obviously within the bounds of the law and obviously within the bounds of responsibility. But the way I look at this is, folks are playing poker all the time. And whether you're doing it at a table or whether you're doing it at a casino, you're doing it with some buddies, or you're doing it online, I just think you should have the freedom to do that. And by the way, if you don't want to play poker, if you don't want to gamble, you don't have to do that either. It's totally fine. No one's forcing you. So I am hopeful that as Pennsylvania, we're now the biggest state as part of this compact. As Pennsylvania does it, maybe more states will join in. More Americans will get the opportunity to participate with one another in this great game that, as you said, has been around thousands of years. I think it's a great opportunity.
Do you really feel like we're getting closer to having this be connected nationally, like having a market that's like in like sports betting in 40-some states?
I hope so. I hope so. And again, not because I'm trying to encourage people to go out and gamble or, play poker or do something else. It's up to you. But if you want to do that, I think it's important to make it easy, right? Have it on your phone or have it in your home, however you want to do it, or show up at a casino or show up in some other way to do it. I think it's common sense. You know what I've learned over my years in this business is a lot of times folks are just knee-jerk reacting against something, right? They're just against it. And if you actually get a minute to have a conversation and say, hey, Pennsylvania's doing it, Michigan's doing it, Jersey, other states are doing it. Maybe explain to me why you think it's a bad idea. Why aren't you doing it? And so when you get rid of that sort of immediate political no, and you're able to bolster your argument by saying a lot of other states are doing it and ask people what their real deep objection to it is, you know what most of the time they say is, well, I don't know. I guess it's kind of always been that way. And for me, I hate when people say, well, that's the way it's always been and that's the way it's going to be. That frustrates me to no end.
Yeah, I've had people come to me, poker gambling. As a matter of fact, just, I've been in the industry forever. Poker players don't like to be called gamblers. They like to be called poker players because you gamble anything. You gamble at golf. That's not a gambling. Yep. God knows, when you live in Las Vegas, you gamble at everything. But
sure.
There's choice. You're having fun. You're doing something that you can afford. Yep. And poker, there's just so much to the game. So let me ask you a fun question. It sounds to me that you've been into this a little bit. Which state do you think, from the 8 states that have now online gaming, which one do you think has the best poker players?
Oh, come on, man. You know what the answer is. Pennsylvania, of course. Look, I am competitive as hell, right? So I want to beat everybody at everything. And whatever sport, whatever game, whatever you're doing. And I think Pennsylvanians have that attitude. We want to be the best. We're the birthplace of democracy. We're where it all started. And so, of course, we want to win at everything, from our Super Bowl winning Eagles to, every other team. We just want to be the best. And I know Pennsylvania poker players want to be the best. And I think we are.
Well, one of these days, I'm hoping perhaps some sort of a tournament in our studio, in PokerGo studio in Las Vegas, and have different players from the states come in, maybe the governors, maybe a game with all the.
That would be cool.
Well,
we should do that.
All right, I will send an invitation to everybody. I would love to do that and see which governor is the best player.
That would be a lot of fun. We'll probably all talk a lot of shit on one another, even though we all really like each other. But we'll have a lot of fun competing.
But that's what poker's all about.
Yeah. Exactly. That'd be great.
Well, this is truly an honor, and I meant it. It is dream come true. We are in this industry. Nothing will be lifting this industry more than in national poker across the U.S.
Well, I'm excited to help 150,000 Pennsylvanians, and hopefully that number will grow, compete with others from across the country and see this industry grow. Maury, I want you to know you're here in the governor's reception room here in our state capital in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Through that door over there is my office, and I just signed the multi-state compact before walking out here to talk to you. It goes into effect Monday, so poker players will have the opportunity to compete online across state lines, and we're really excited about it.
Absolutely wonderful news. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Maury. Look forward to seeing you, and we got to have that game with the other govs.
It'll happen. Thank you.
Good. Thanks. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Quite a moment for Pennsylvania, quite a moment for poker, and frankly, quite a moment for us here at PokerGo. Really cool of Governor Shapiro to talk with Maury about Pennsylvania joining the MSIGA. And we have sports betting and fantasy legal just about everywhere. It's a little strange that poker lags behind, but hopefully other states will join Pennsylvania and get in the mix.
Listen, I don't get it. I don't know what's taking so long. Things are complicated. My good friends, my home state up in New York, they're not even signed on. But
come on,
I'm going to make a couple calls.
You're going to make
We're going to get to the bottom of it. Everything will be fine.
You're going to get New York in there.
Yeah.
Okay, report back. Let us know how that goes. Thanks to all of you who tuned in. Again, it's just a big day in the poker world, a big day for Pennsylvania. Our thanks, of course, to Maury and Governor Shapiro for that conversation. Pennsylvania becomes the 6th state to share poker liquidity.